Hi class. I found this assignment interesting and challenging at times. I am pretty familiar with state and district assessments. I have been teaching in the state of Texas for 13 years. The past 2 years have been at the high school level in a life skills setting. I have students from 9th through 12th grade. My lowest range of students are cognitively working on a 1st to 2nd grade level. I have a range of students all the way up to some of my students working at a 6th to 7th grade level. A lot of the accommodations that they use are pretty familiar to me in what we were using for Mason in the scenario this week, because a lot of those accommodations are the same accommodations that I have to use and recommend for my students in ARD meetings and use on a daily basis as I follow their IEPs. The part of the assignment that I found most difficult was just getting the information that I know, because I am so familiar with it, down on paper in a way that parents can relate to it. And so that was one of the biggest things that I found beneficial out of this assignment, was just for me realizing, oh, this is going to be easy. This is something that I do every day, but being able to get it down in a way that somebody who's not so familiar with it will understand it. And so I want to keep that in mind moving forward, that just because I've done this for so many years, parents might not have been doing it for so many years. Even though I'm at the high school level, and generally a lot of my students' parents have been in ARD meetings year after year, there's still a lot of things that come so easily for us as teachers because we're trained on it and we're living it on a daily basis, that parents might not be so familiar with. And so that was one of my big takeaways from this assignment. Another big takeaway was just recognizing and refreshing on the difference between accommodation and modification. I know me, working in the life skills setting, I definitely know the difference in the two. Some of my students are able to go into the general ed for inclusion as their electives. And so I want to be sure that those teachers are really understanding the difference between accommodating and modifying what they're doing for my students in the general ed setting. I really enjoyed this assignment. I feel like I grew and learned a lot, and I look forward to seeing all of y'all's videos.